Welcome guys. So I'm in a really interesting place. It's just outside the city of Fethiye. It's a small village called Kayakoy village. It is an abandoned ghost village and I'll show you some of this shortly. It is so interesting. So the history behind it, the ancient Greek name for this village is Lebessos, I believe. And it was inhabited by Greek Christians for the last 1,000 years, pre-Ottoman Empire. And then when the Ottomans came, from the start of the Ottoman Empire until the Greco-Turkish War, following the First World War, they lived in harmony here, Muslims and the Christian Greeks. And then in 1922, there was during the Greco-Turkish War, there was a massacre by the Ottomans on the local Greek Christians, and following that there was the Treaty of Lausanne, I believe in 1922, but I might be wrong, at which point the rest of them were expelled to Greece. So I'm going to show you some of this amazing place. It is huge, and it's right nestled on the hilltop overlooking the sea, but have it at that this is what's left of it. It is just a ghost town. I mean, and you can really see some of the remnants of the life that was here. I mean, you've got an old fireplace and chimney there, and we'll keep going through, we'll keep checking it out, but it is very quiet, quite somber actually when you think about what's happened here, but it's beautiful at the same time. And you can see how far it goes up the hills. On top of these hills you can't see because of this old house in the way. There is an old church. There's 14 churches here apparently. There is another one on top of this hill, and there is a monastery on the other side of the hill. There's a number of schools here. There's all sorts of incredible buildings here, and I think not much is signposted. Down in the local village there is quite a lot that you can find out about the place, but it's only open there. Unfortunately they closed the gate, so it's only open for another hour. So I don't have a lot of time here, but we're just checking it out. I'm gonna maybe cut now and show you some of the scale of some of this place, so that you can get an idea of how big it is and how So I think you might have got an idea of the perspective and the scale of this place. Absolutely massive. I don't know what the population was prior to the massacre and prior to the expulsion. I can put some information below. But yeah, really somber in place, but it's beautiful as well, right on the mountainside, and the sea is a 2-hour walk that way. We're going to hike it. It's part of the Lycian Trail, Lycian Way, which is a 500-kilometre footpath, I believe, 500-mile footpath, which goes across the Anatolian coast, which is meant to be stunning. So we're going to do a little bit, just a couple of hours of it today, and then we're going to do a couple of hours of the Lycian Way a bit further down the coast. But yeah, just to give you a bit more perspective of this place, it is gigantic, and we're going to be heading up to, I'm not sure if you can see it, there's a monastery up on the hill or a church up on the hill, so we're going to go and check that out. Yeah, wow. I mean, these buildings are, I mean, everything is completely fallen apart, and we don't know if that's if that was a result of the massacre and persecution, or if it's just been left to ruin. If it's just been left to ruin, but I know that some of the buildings are being restored. There's an old church down there that's being restored, which we're not allowed to get into, but yeah, you can see that. I mean, I'm actually quite glad they've left it like this, because it really gives you a reminder of what was here, rather than just doing it all up and making it some big thing. I think this way it gives you some notion of really what took place. And actually what I don't know is if there's many more places like this around Turkey. That would be very interesting to find out. I'm sure there are. I'm sure there's quite a lot. I mean, there's obviously a big history during the Greco-Turkish War on both sides, so it'll be very interesting to find out. Check out this building, guys. Look, you can see they've done a little bit of restoration work there just to give you an idea of what it looked like, but I mean, it really makes you wonder. I wonder what this building was. I wonder who lived here. You know, I wonder who spent time in these places. And it was only in 1923 when everyone was expelled, so you know, I'm sure there's a lot of recorded history of this place. So you know, if you're interested like I'm interested, please do look it up. I know I'm going to be doing a lot more research. We only found out about it this morning when we were exploring the city of Fethiye, so yeah, very interesting. We decided to walk here, which is a 17-kilometer walk from the other side of Fethiye. We got about 10 kilometers and then gave up and got the bus, but we are going to walk back, which we're really looking forward to. Should get some nice views of the sea. So yeah, making our way slowly up this hill, and it's unbelievable the scale of this place. It is so big. Look at it, all the way. Look at the view. Stunning. I mean, I'm quite glad we've actually got here at 6, even though it closed at 7, because it's just so hot. 35 today, which isn't that hot, but well, it is pretty hot, but considering I'm coming from England, it's a bit of a shock to the system. I really do wish, I don't know, it would have been nice if they put some information. I guess it's also nice that they haven't. They've really left it as it is, apart from this path that they've put down. They haven't done anything else. And I guess that's quite nice. It feels more authentic that way. You can see that there hasn't really been much restoration, which is great. But yeah, I would like some more information rather than the little plaque at the entrance which just said stay on the trail, open at 7, closes at 7. Let's check out this house. Oh no. Again, no indication of what any of these buildings are. I'm so curious about who was there, what happened, and if the family are left, where they are now. Amazing. I mean, you could actually still see some of the beauty in these buildings. You can see there was real craftsmanship on the chimneys that are left, which is the only thing that's really left. You can see where they've made beautiful designs and patterns. Other than that, nothing left. I think back then there was a tendency, not just among the Ottomans but among everyone in that age, to take stones and building materials from one abandoned site and use it for another. The Temple of Artemis that we went to the other day, most of the materials have been used to build the Isa Bey Mosque and St. John's Basilica. There's a real feeling, what I've found is there's a real feeling of respect for this place. There's no trash. There's no graffiti. The place is probably how it's looked for a long time. I was expecting there to be, apart from the occasional few cigarette butts on the floor, I was expecting there to just be shit everywhere, graffiti all over the walls, and just the place to look horrible. But I'm very much surprised and grateful for the respect that seems to be shown here for what's happened and just for how beautiful this place is. That is the village of Kayakoy. This is the old village of Kayakoy. So, made it up most of the hill, one of the hills, and this is what I really wanted to check out. And we're going to get some really good footage. But this is one of the peaks, and up here is this stunning chapel. I mean, it could even be like a hermitage, or I don't know, but a lot of it's in ruin, but it's one of the few structures actually with a roof left. So we're gonna go check it out. This is it from your perspective. Amazing. Some ruined buildings here. There are some more buildings up there. I don't know if you can see, but right on the top of the ridge line, there is another chapel all the way up there, which looks incredible. But let's check out inside this chapel. Wow. Wow. Unfortunately, there is some graffiti, as you'd expect, but it's in good condition. You know, it's still got the plaster on the walls, which is covered in graffiti. And you've got a window. Look at the view. Stunning. Absolutely beautiful. And we're past closing time, so I hope they don't get angry with us when we try and get out of here. Fingers crossed. How do I get down? My toe. It's okay, I'm okay. Oh, here we go. It's really green here as well in Fethiye, which is 360 meters below us. Like, we're 360 meters high and Fethiye's on the sea level. I've got to scramble down here now. So it's a bit cooler here, but yeah, we've got a bit of a way to go. And also, I can hear a thunderstorm. There was thunder coming up, rolling up the hill, and it looks like it might rain, so our planned hike back may be in jeopardy. We're about to find out. Let's see if I can make it down here without smashing my head open, as I don't think I'm insured for this. Oh, look at the view, incredible. Incredible. Wow, this is a bit tricky in my very wet sandals. Okay. Okay. All right. I might have to put you down while I navigate this treacherous ravine. As you can see, we have left the old town of Kayakoy. We are about to head on the long 2.5 hour walk back to Fethiye, but good news is the temperature's dropped to a cool 29. Clouds are out, if you can see, and we should be back in an hour and a half. We did hear some pretty heavy thunder, but thankfully rain has not yet come to pass, so we're risking it and hoping we don't get trapped halfway on the mountainside, or all of my electronics and everything that I've decided to lug around with me will be bang in trouble. But yeah, we'll keep moving. Hopefully we don't get rained on. Still walking, and we're in a little village called Belen Ma. I have no idea, never heard of it before. Seems pretty remote. Everything here is really local, if that's the word. But we've come across two issues. Firstly, we're getting eaten alive by mosquitoes. They are everywhere, and my legs are like... And we've now got to go over this hill down the other side. We've still got maybe an hour and a half to go, and the sun's setting behind the mountain, and it's probably going to be dark in about an hour, I'd say. So we're trying to put a bit of pace on it, but we are knackered after walking all day, so I'll keep you updated, but things are getting interesting. Just wish me luck with these mosquitoes, and let's fingers crossed there's no malaria in Turkey. We've walked from all the way over there, if you can see it, about 6 kilometers away. It's not too far, but considering how much we've walked already, we're pretty dead. Still got pretty far to go. Amazing. Really We're between two quite large, well, two villages, towns, but it feels like we're way more remote than that, which is really nice. It feels like we're really in the kind of place we want to be. Although we did just have a near-death experience. Two huge guard dogs came like running out at us, and luckily this farmer came out of his house on the other side of the road. I sort of like shouted at them and got them to behave, but they were jumping on Jern, jumping on us, and yeah, we escaped with our lives, but it was pretty terrifying. But yeah, we made it, we move on, and we keep going before the sun sets. Check out this building. Not sure what it is. Let's have a look. It's just old, ruined, nothing building with lots of mosquitoes, so I'm running away. Don't know what it is. It's got a few holes in the roof, so maybe an old bathhouse. Otherwise a tomb or something, no idea. So we're really losing the light fast. We've got 5 kilometers to go, and this is where we are. We might be in a bit of trouble here. We've got 3 phones with about 30% battery each for light. So we are walking full tilt to make it back to Fethiye, but 5 kilometers and it'll be dark in, oh, what's the time? It's 8:40, it'll be dark in about 25 minutes. So, and we're still going uphill, and Fethiye is at sea level, so it's not looking good. But we move on and we keep going. We haven't had lunch and it's 8:40. We haven't had dinner. I made some salami cheese sandwiches, which we had, but we've just been stocking up on water, hydrating, sun creaming. And getting bitten by mosquitoes, but that's alright. We move on. Might not be able to get any more footage if it gets really dark, but if not, we'll connect when it's light. So you can't see me, pitch black, but I don't know if you can see it. That is Fethiye there. We are about 20 meters away. Well, we're nearly back. We're so close, but it is pitch black now. But we are so close to civilization. So I think we can consider this a resounding success, despite multiple near catastrophic events. We made it! We made it! Now we need to get a bus and another bus, and I haven't really eaten much today, so hopefully find a couple of durum, some nice kebabs, relax, and then figure out how the hell we're going to get home. But I need some food. But we made it, we're alive, we're safe, and we've arrived in like a boat marina where there's a bunch of bougie clubs for Russian expats. Fun, fun, fun. But yeah, we made it. So we're still walking through this boatyard. Check it out. All these boats on stilts or stands or whatever, dry dock, I don't know what they call it, but trying to find something to eat, trying to find anything really to get back home with some food in our bellies. So wish us luck as we walk through this industrial boatyard on the hunt for food and our beds. Right, we've left the seafront, walking along the Fethiye. Well, we've left the shipyard, walking along the Fethiye seafront, heading into town. We just had our second near-death experience. We're walking along, we just finally found a pavement, not walking on these busy roads. And in the distance, what is that? Is that another dog incident? like another pair of massive dogs, but no, it was a pair of huge wild boar. With them, about 10 baby piglets. And guess what? We've just found another one next to it. You know, these things can be dangerous, man. These things can charge you, these things can attack you. You know, these things are dangerous. And guess what? There is another one following us right here, but I can't film it because his car's in the way. I'm a bit scared to go and get any footage of it, but check it out. I don't know if you can see that right there. There's a massive wild boar eating something. So I'm going to run away now because they're terrifying, because they can chase you, man. Even if when they've got those little babies, especially, they get protective, and those things can charge at you. Second near-death experience of the day, and I haven't even had dinner yet, man. Right, we move on.